You know how for quite a long time I have been whining, you could say, about not being able to access recorded games? Guess what? I can do it now. Did you hear? Did you hear the news? There's recorded games now on player profiles on AOE2.net. I've waited a whole baby's worth of time, and we've got it. And guys, this is an extraordinary game. Mr. Yo, one of the best players in the world here in the blue. This is just a ranked game on Socotra, a map where most of the map is just kind of useless. See this water out here? I mean, if there's any water on Socotra watching my video right now, I don't mean to offend you by calling you useless. You do look nice, but you're pretty much useless to the gameplay. And that leaves the players to be very close together. Most of the woods around the outer edge. And I have seen some ridiculous games on this map. I actually played a game which I thought would be the most ridiculous. If you want to see it, small spoilers, but let me know. I'll upload it. And it was 1v1. Burmese, Socotra. We both went for castle drop. We had castles right next to each other. And that we had no economy. And this game is going to be an even more extreme version of that. Mr. Yo as 2 tins, 3 murder hulls, and then Draken as the Persians. You know, I'm definitely in the business of giving credit to players. And I feel like the sad thing sometimes is the players who are not in the top 10 or not in the top 15 or 20, they don't get enough credit. And so I'd like to give credit to Draken, who is formerly known as Drakons. This guy used to play only Arena a couple years back. He plays a lot of games now, and he's actually around 30th or 40th right now, and that's with hybrid maps, right? So I'm not saying that you should expect to see him in the top 16 anytime soon, but I'm saying that he's there and he's competitive. And, you know, maybe if he's able... Okay, somebody just subscribed to Twitch Prime, and I'm not online. Thank you, Warhammer AoE, for the Twitch Prime sub. Wow, it's amazing. But anyways, I just want to give this guy credit for how good he is and all the time he's putting into the game. It's truly a tremendous talent. Mr. Yo is known. Mr. Yo is, okay. Now he's going to be in a position to attack Drakon Scout. Now, even though the players are so close together on a map like this, what you tend to see is... What? What? What you tend to see is a lot of walling and defensive play and castle drops. But no! Draken is gonna go for the Persian douche. The town center drop. He deletes his starting TC. He has the wood to build a new one. He's gonna drop it right on Mr. Yo's face. Mr. Yo's. What? Now, what's funny is both of these civilizations are quite good at this strategy. Teutons can fire more arrows because they can fit more villagers inside the town center. But Persian town centers have 4,800 HP. So the idea is to delete your starting TC, rebuild garrison, and shoot the opponent's TC down. How is Mr. Yo of all people going to deal with this strategy now as his TC is getting shot full of arrows? Draken has chosen the right map for a strat like this because you know where the TC is going to be. It's not going to be far away. And he's actually bringing his goats here so he can also still continue to create bills after bringing in the food from the goats. Mr. Yo has not repaired his TC yet at all, which I find interesting because I've casted so many games with TC drops. And most of the people in the YouTube comments are like, I understand why it's strong, but I think the right play is to just let them do that and go up to feudal age. And then let your TC go down and rebuild it. Okay, now we see repairs for Yo. Does he have the resources to go feudal yet? That's my question. Maybe if he cancels a you know, if he were to click up the feudal age, might not even make it there. If you go back and look at that build order from Drakon or Draken, he was sending villagers to wood extra early to get the TC up early. This is a really good build. Only 4 villagers behind. Mr. Yo might not have a TC as he's continuing to repair. Now, repairing a town center is so costly compared to building one. It takes so many resources. Which is why, ideally, you wouldn't repair forever. Okay, Mr. Yo is continuing to repair here. What's Mr. Yo's scouting like? This is one of the most ridiculous games you'll ever see, trust me. repairing. He's repairing. He's repairing. He's repairing. Still not going feudal. He sees that Draken has berries over here. Can't take his own berries either, which really hurts. That's hundreds of food. I guess he could maybe take this side, take a bush or two. Right, still repairing the TC, and now he's on his way to feudal. Huh. Is he gonna make it there? It's funny how this is the game of all games. I talked about how much skill Draken has, and then he goes for a douche. It's like, of all games for me to give the guy credit, he goes for a TC drop.
Hey, sir.
I swear, he's good with other things too. All right, Yo, 40% of the way to the feudal age. And Draken, he's still in Dark Age. 19 villagers against 22. What does Mr. Yo even gain from getting to feudal age here? Maybe he can go into archers. Maybe he could go... his scout gets extra attack and speed. That's nice. Draken has walled in the villagers, though, so they're safe. That TC... It looks like it's going to be up for long enough. I don't know where Yo is going to go from here, though. Okay, what Yuppie and Rubenstock and all the TC droppers from Finland do, the guys who pretty much created this into a meta, the second that Mr. Yo deletes his TC or lets the TC go down to build a new one, they eject their healthy villagers and they send them forward to a Vil fight. All right. So this should mean that Draken's going to have more villagers because at the moment, Mr. Yo is not really in the position to have food income to create more vills. Draken now sending villagers over here to the zebra. Yo is very active with the scouts. So he sees exactly, sees exactly what's happening here. I think this is where Yo lets the TC go down, maybe even deletes it, and just builds a new one. Draken's prepared to make a run for this. Okay, the TC will go down for Yo. Oh, it takes a big hit on his scout. That hurts. And here, yeah, look, this is the exact same thing that Rubenstock would do. Vil rush before Yo can build the next TC. Okay, so if Yo sees this, like 9 times out of 10, I feel like this works. If you're attacking the villagers that are building the TC, let's see. Because the whole idea is that Draken can create vills and Yo cannot. Yo's fighting with vills. Draken's fighting with vills. Yo seems to be microing better. Because Draken's just still chasing this one. Draken saved some weak vills. That's good. Now he sees the TC. He saw that late. Loses 1 vill, loses 2 vills. And Mr. Yo also trapping these villagers, and it's all going wrong for Draken now. But Draken still has villagers on food. Oh, he just keeps running towards the TC. Yo doesn't have food to create villagers right now. Or I guess he has food to create 1 vill. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Now, Draken's deleted his TC so he can build a new one. But he can't place it here. Oh boy, he's got some weak vills too. Oh my... He's gonna do it again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh god, no way. No way. Oh, he's sending all the boys. All the boys, all the girls. They're still fighting. The TC is still being built. Remember, Yo, he does not have food income, so he cannot create more villagers. He's really trying to destroy the TC Foundation. Some villagers are building, some villagers are fighting. What is happening? 16 vills out here for Yo. Draken has 12. Gonna lose more. It does not seem like it's possible for Draken now, right? But if he gets the town center up, what happens? To 95%. He gets the TC up. He garrisons. Okay, how many vills does he kill now? Here, Yo loses 1, 2, 1. 14 vills against 21. Yo has to wall in villagers on berries now. But if Yo, like... I don't know if Yo's ever going to have the resources to build another TC. So, let's talk about... This is really about reading the game now in a completely different way, but it's definitely about reading the game. Like, Draken's got to see where he can get food so he can create more vills. He's creating more vills. Yo has to see where he can get food to create more vills. He's creating more vills because of these villagers here. Yo's going to send this vill, maybe to lame or steal the zebra. I'm not sure. But 2,400 HP currently for the Persian Town Center. 1,500 HP for the Teuton Town Center. Draken also is going to need to keep an eye on how much wood income he has, but he's repairing less. TC war. You know, maybe the play for Yo is to put 1 or 2 more villagers inside of his TC to do more damage to fire back. I don't know. What's this Vill going to do for Yo? I think Yo wants the tower here, actually. But guys, if he towers, he's not going to have the stone for another TC. I can understand why he's thinking that, but if he loses his TC, he will not have the stone for another one. We're 20 minutes into this game, by the way. Look at the scores. Oh, Draken sees this. Yo needs to cancel that tower. That could be the fatal mistake for Mr. Yo. He needs to cancel that tower. If he doesn't cancel that tower, he will lose the stone. He's going to lose so much of the stone anyways, and he will. Boom. Stone gone now for Yo. Okay, so he will send villagers this way. And I'm not sure what he'll do just yet, but there's a 1v1 fight going on between these two ladies. 1,000 HP for Yo's TC, 1,900 HP for Draken. This is a legit strat on this map. I can't wait to try this. And we have the fight. I think Yo wants to fight the lumberjacks from Draken, so Draken won't have the wood to repair. They're both going to run out of wood to repair. Yo does have 4 more villagers. Here they fight. Yo's just lost 1. These 3 are almost full HP. These 3, that's like 3.5 villagers there. Still depends on micro. Oh, and there's a weak one there too for Draken. 500 HP on the TC for Yo. He's chopping wood desperately. He's about to lose it. He's about to lose this TC. Meanwhile, Mr. Yo, what the? Walling in the lumber area. And now... Oh! Oh, and Dragon! He deletes the lumber camp so we would fight here. But now, what's he going to do? If he doesn't have the wood for a lumber camp, he's not going to have wood. Oh, he's going to Vill fight. Of course. 20 Vills against 15, though. The difference is that Draken has some food income to create new villagers. He's going to now chop that straggler tree. Oh my god. This is the wildest game you will see this year. This is ridiculous. Yo does have the wood for lumber camp. That could be huge. He also, at least earlier, was microing better than Draken. Also, he didn't have as many weak vills. He snipes another one there. This is mayhem. It's very difficult for me to cast this. Both players just going to be clicking and clicking and clicking more. As Yo loses 2 more vills. That's 20 villagers for Yo. It's 19 for Draken. Yo pulls the villagers off of lumber. Actually, he's sending the weak ones to lumber. What is happening here? Yo's winning. I mean, slightly, but Yo is winning. This is without a town center. He's a different type of micro nerd, I suppose. He continues to send the weak ones back to the wood line. We got more villagers on the way for Draken, or 1 more villager on the way. He's 1 on food. I don't even know what that is. These villagers are idle. Oh, he's going to send them in to fight now. Look at the score. Look how close this is. It's 14 vills for both. Yo's HP is better on the villagers he's fighting with, but he's also fighting uphill. How's your micro, Yo? How's your micro, Draken? 2 fresh villagers come into party. This is what the 24-hour stream is going to look like on the 29th. I'm kidding. That's not what the 24-hour stream is going to look like. But if you'd like to stop by YouTube, the Twitch link's in the description. I'd love to see you. That was an awful segue. 11 vills versus 12. What? Another villager will die. Oh no. Draken's beginning to save the weak ones. Here he's chasing. Alright. Yo's gonna lose another one. There's still weak ones over here, right? Yo's gonna lose this one now. Still got that guy out there. It's 11 vills to 10. Like they're in Dark Age again. Okay, another pick off for Draken. He gets another vill pick. Okay, the only difference I can see now as Draken gets another vill pick. Nice. Imagine if he was Berbers. Nice micro from Yo. Oh, is Yo gonna get another one? Oh, so close. Is it worth it to try and cut him off? Anyways, the only difference that I can see is that Yo has a lumber camp in his chopping wood. That's literally the only difference. That and he's gonna go to stone 2. See if Draken realizes that and wants to fight. Draken with 3 villagers in again. Draken's winning.
Yeah.
He is winning. Boink. This villager will survive. He's got to send these vills to do something though. That's the thing. Steal the farms or something. This guy's probably gonna die. Draken see that. He does not see that. 28 minutes as Yo tries to wall in his vill. There's 17 total population on the map. That's the world population. If Yo can quick wall in this villager, he really wants to. Nope. Nope. Okay, so now it's 5 villagers for him. Does Draken at this point feel like he's just won the game? Or is he just healing up? So he's literally just healed up so he could come here and kill Yo because he doesn't think Yo has any more population. Oh my god. And now Yo actually just attack the lumber camp, right? Because Yo will have to repair the lumber camp. Or he can wall in the vills. Okay, there's 1 villager remaining. There's 1 villager remaining. As people told me this game was one of the craziest games ever. This is going to be titled the craziest game of 2020 or something along those lines. But I actually didn't want to spoil myself. Shout out to Strek for telling me about this, by the way. I'm glad I could download this recorded game. Oh my goodness. So now Draken's just thinking, I'm a boom. Time to boom up. Yo's chopping wood. And he has 1 villager out here. We're going to name him Bill. Double bit axe! He's going to chop wood faster now. Wow. Okay. Getting the big upgrades here. 5 pop. Wait, he's a 5 pop. How's that work? Wait a second. Oh my god. I completely forgot about this one. Okay. So you have Bill and you have Jim. Very creative with the names tonight. Bill and Jim. Both doing their job. Yo will build a new town center, I assume. He has the wood for it now. I think Draken's looking for villagers. Yeah, he's scouting right now. Like, where on earth is he? I don't see him anywhere. I also looked over here. Still looking in corners to see if he might be hiding. And Yo is going to boom up from over here now. 16 villagers, though, for Draken. He did steal that 1 farm, too. You can do that. That was a mistake from Yo not to delete that. Now, Draken will know that Yo must be out there somewhere based on Yo's score. If Yo's score starts to get higher, That means that Yo is, well, I mean, it's always going to get higher even if it's just 3 villagers chopping wood, I suppose. But if it starts to get higher than what wood would look like, then that means he has more population. So he's really looking. Okay, he saw this now, so he's like, wait, what? Wait, what? And Yo should notice the villagers looking for him. Draken, really unfortunate not to see these villagers. Still looking all around. 18 population against 5. And Yo finishes the TC. And Draken's got to be thinking, you're kidding. He's alive? I thought he was dead. And now a barracks for Mr. Yo. What? A house for Mr. Yo. Is he going to go archers? How can he afford to go archers here? Draken saw the barracks too. So now he's got to... I think Draken is confused by that. If you see a barracks, you think your opponent's been, I don't know, 15 population minimum? But it's 7 pop? A 7 pop barracks is something else. Now, I just assumed that this is going to be archers for Yo because he's sending that 1 villager to gold. But unfortunately, he's Teuton, so he can take advantage of cheap farms. He needs more food income for more villagers. And for Draken, he just needs to keep using his wood for farms. And then if he does that, he can go feudal. That, or if he really wants to finish this in style, guys, he could go for another TC drop. So he's gonna go for another TC drop. And Yo's making an archer range. This is really risky for Draken. He has the eco lead. Where's he gonna drop this TC? Gonna drop it over here, right? Is he going to be able to drop that TC? Hey, Yo spots the villagers coming this way. You could see all of this because of his buildings. So he knows what's going to happen. He's going to place palisades to block the potential TC foundations. This is the way to stop a tower rush. Or not a tower rush, sorry. Don't try that for a tower rush. It will fail miserably. The best way to stop a TC rush. And as long as Draken sees the palisades, he won't delete his TC. If he sees the palisades, is he still going to attempt this? No, I don't think he should. I think he should just go back home now. I think he should try and get feudal. That was a good play from him to bail on it. He could not delete his TC before verifying the situation. Alright. 27 pop versus 10 pop. There's some military for Yo. And he doesn't have a lot of eco to distract him, so focus on microing with these archers. Looks like he will get a Vil snipe. You need quite a few farms to be able to go feudal if you're continuing to create Vils, that is. Maybe it's best to just idle your TC in this situation if you're Draken. It was going to be a huge pain, and Draken will try his best to wall up now. Honestly, sacrificing 3 or 4 villagers to push the archers away so we can wall is totally worth it. Tries again to micro a weak villager back home. Just as we saw at the start of the game, it was just very different. Great micro, Yo. No fletching. Instantly firing each time. Okay. Alright, we're back in business. Kind of, sort of. Yo is about to chop 3 with these villagers, by the way. I don't think chopping through, excuse me, not 3. I just mixed through and free. Made it 3. But yeah, I feel like that's not a concern for him. He's probably going to keep them on wood anyways. And what is a concern for Yo is being able to break through. Is there a hole next to that house? Yeah. I feel like there might be a hole next to that house. Draken is... He really should be farming more, I think. He should have like, a mill here and then like 5 farms. It almost looks like he wants to delete his TC and rebuild it next to the wood line, which I would not agree with. Alright, there we go. There's a mill. There's a barracks. He's in Dark Age, not feudal. Yo's positioning his archers perfectly so they can range farmers. Yo, getting there when it comes to economy. Nothing crazy, but maybe fletching could come in soon. Draken has decided to idle the TC, something I mentioned earlier. Stopped creating bills so he can go feudal. Even scouts would be amazing here. Oh, and he snipes an archer from Yo. That's good. I think Yo's dead. I don't want this game to end, but I feel like Yo is dead here. What if Yo counter TC drops him though? Yeah. This TC is really weak. Yeah. That would be so funny. I guess it doesn't make too much sense when you've got economy again. Tower rush makes sense. He's bringing villagers in here, and he just tower rushing here. And he would hit a lot more of the farm space. He could actually wall Draken into this little area. After that, he's going to build a blacksmith and go for that fletching upgrade, which is 100 food, 50 gold. He can barely afford anything, but I think he'll save for it. Yo is back in this game. You could even argue after the tower goes up and after fletching comes in that he's winning this game. Draken probably really wishes that he had villagers out here. You know, like, if he had 5 or 6 villagers still around, similar to what Yo did earlier. Okay, there's one. He could get safer access to stone. He can get safer access to gold than he can do now. And now Draken is in the feudal age. And he will make a defensive tower here. He could actually make another one, too. Actually, he's kind of fine if he makes a tower here, too. I'd really like to see him make scouts. He has the food for it. He could also make his own archer ranges and make ranged units. Wait a moment. Yo, who is about to click fletching, I believe. Yep, there it is. Can fit more villagers and archers inside towers. It's a civ bonus of 2. So he's actually just going to shoot that tower right down. Oh, that tower for Draken. It should have been 2 tiles further back. Should not have been within range of a Teuton tower. Easy for us to say. But, ooh, that's really going to be an ouchers. He chooses to repair this one. He's going to make a market now. And he loses a villager on the farm. Does not have many farms. Yo actually has as many farms as him. Yo's eco is untouched. It is not idled. Where did these vills go? I think he just brought them home. Oh, no, he brought them forward, obviously. Those are the villagers that built the tower. Well, Yo could build another one. There's nothing stopping Yo from towering here. Because he has archers, and Draken... Oh, he's got so many weak villagers from the festivities earlier. Oh, man. Yo actually fighting with his vills, not placing the tower. I guess that's why Draken went for the market, so he could sell wood. And, or even just... I don't know if he had to sell wood to get the gold, but just buy stone for another tower. See if Yo is able... Okay, deletes that one. See if Yo is able to get any other towers up. Tower here, maybe? Right here, a sneaky one? Yeah, okay. There's a blacksmith now for Draken. Yo can see virtually everything here. Draken can see that he needs to build another tower. He is really constricted right here. He is going to buy the stone now. Oh, he doesn't have the wood for a tower. That's tough. Wood now. He's clicking. Now he's got to try it. Oh, he's falling apart. No tower. Yo's tower will go up. Fletching's now in. 35 villagers versus 24. What on earth is this? It would be the ultimate flex if Yo were to TC drop him. You know, like, Yo doesn't have to do that now to win this game. He just has to go towers and send the archers inside the towers and continue to repair the towers. Eventually, he'll completely surround his opponent. But what an amazing flex it would be if he sends his vills forward, deletes his TC, and TC drops the very weak TC for the Persian player Draken. Draken does have one villager out here. I assume he's not checking for idols because he has not seen her. I also don't know how much she's really going to change things. And it's just not ideal to be in Draken's position where you can't mine gold, you cannot mine stone, and so many of your farms are idle as well. Your farms are on fire, your TC's on fire, your towers are on fire. This player's on fire, and I was really tempted to sing this player's on fire, but I didn't. So you're welcome for saving your eardrums from that. Karaoke video will be saved for another. Oh my! Draken fakes Castle Age. He typed it. Oh my god, he typed it. He's faking it. He went for the chat trick. Oh, game of the year. Game of the freaking year. But I don't think Yo is going to fall for that because I'm pretty sure that Yo gets all of his notifications in Chinese. Yeah. See this? You can't chat trick someone who doesn't have the game set to English. That's funny. Oh my god. I mean, Yo could also check. He's faced against that strategy once or twice before, I'm sure. Yeah, he sends Vils through to attack the tower. Has archers here as well. And Draken's taking heavy losses. And Draken, there was a time where he was way ahead in villagers. That time is no more. He's struggling to even take out these two archers now. And takes out one. He's paying a heavy, heavy price on both sides, too. Actually, oh, over here, he's okay. Okay. Oh, man. This has got to be so tough to micro. I mean, this whole game has got to be difficult. Can you imagine if this were to happen in a tournament? I mean, Socotra probably wouldn't be a 1v1 map for tournaments, but holy cow. You know, on my 24-hour stream, which will be this weekend, the 29th, be live for 24 hours if you want to check it out. Please do. Lots of giveaways, lots of cool games. We're actually going to have a sudden death show match between two pros, and one of the maps is Socotra. If you lose your TC, you're dead in that. So I don't think we'll see any town center dropping. Yo takes the score lead. How on earth? And he is completely surrounding Draken. I don't even know what Draken's trying to achieve anymore. Maybe it's worth it to try and run out, like sneak out with Vils. Yeah, I don't know why. I know why he's still in the game. He wants to win, but I just don't know what he does from here with all that wood. 33 villagers for Yo. At one point, he was down to 5. We're 55 minutes into this game. They're both in feudal. Yo, he's not going to hesitate at all to send the archers even closer. Draken's going to have to resign. Yo, please do what I said. Please delete your town center and douche him back. That would be the perfect ending to this game. Draken tries to run over this way. He's fighting with villagers now. And he calls the GG. Mr. Yo wins. What? A game. Oh my goodness. Make sense of that timeline for me. The feudal age time, that's the only thing that really makes some bit of sense. The rest is just one of the best games, one of the craziest Age of Empires 2 games you'll ever see. So messy. Holy cow. Feudal age time for Draken was what, 45 minutes? 25-13. Oh man, if he just would have found those two villagers that Yo had, if he just would have stopped that TC, he would have won this game, no problem. What a comeback from Mr. Yo. Oh my goodness. Like, I know that most people out there probably would have resigned from both positions in this game. They may have resigned once they fell behind in Draken's shoes. They may have resigned once they fell behind in Yo's shoes. But Yo's comeback. It's just crazy when you have these wild games because the meta is no longer and players have to read the game for what it is. And it's amazing how they're able to have the game sense to understand the situation. You know, Yo had the game sense to realize that, yes, he was in 4 pop, but he still had a chance. And Draken had the game sense to to go for the town center drop in the first place. Like, that's not... It is a meme, but it's a successful meme. It's a strategy that can actually work nowadays, much like the Inca Rush. Well, guys, I stayed up way too late recording. And I did that tonight because I was in the groove. And because I really wanted to obviously show you this game, which will go down in history as one of the craziest games I've ever cast. But also, if you're one of the many viewers who are seeing this soon after upload, on August 29th, I am going to be streaming 24 hours straight, and I'd love to see you. All right? All the best stuff goes to YouTube after that. I can't promise that any of the games in the 24-hour are going to compare to this, because this is just next level, but holy cow. Appreciate you guys watching. Can't wait to see your comments and your thoughts on this one, because I thought that Mr. Yo was dead. I'm speechless. So thanks for watching. If you would like to see another video, somewhere on your screen, there's going to be another video recommended on my channel, which is probably a good one as well. But yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. That was just unbelievable.